Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Farah, aka Dr. Laurent. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 5 ways to grow in nursing and to get unstuck. So, for those who happen to be on and watching, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what country. Drop any comments or questions that you may have in the chat, and I'll go back when I watch when I see the replay and when you guys see the replay, and I will be able to answer any questions that you guys have. So I'm only going to be on for about 10-15 minutes, but I wanted to address a post that I did earlier, and the post was really 5 ways to stay stagnant in nursing and stay stuck, right? So today I just wanted to do the opposite, go on and talk about how to grow in nursing and how to get out of this feeling of feeling stuck. A lot of nurses that I'm talking to lately are describing themselves as feeling stuck. They're not feeling inspired in their current position, or maybe they're looking for a new job. Nursing students, new graduate nurses are just looking for more purpose, more direction, and they want to be fulfilled. All right. So basically, I'm going to talk about how to get out of that stuck feeling. And quickly, for those who don't know me, I've been a nurse for about 20 years. My background is emergency medicine, um, education, and leadership. Okay. And just about 3 years ago, decided to take this journey on LinkedIn and on some other social media platforms, creating content for nurses who want to grow in their career and grow in business. Okay. I started my business 3 years ago as a nurse career coach. I help new graduate nurses level up their career, land their dream job in less than 90 days, and get paid anywhere from 100,000 up to 170K. That's right, as a new nurse. The majority of my clients are from California and the New York area, and these bigger metropolitan cities that are seen as competitive. But a lot of my clients are landing same day offers or same week offers and getting day shift, getting specialty positions in labor and delivery, NICU, ER, ICU at their preferred hospital. They are slaying it. And that's just what we do, right? Because of these strategies that we talk about, we go through in our coaching sessions. And this is what I'm going to kind of go through with you today. If you want to work with me, definitely put grow in the comments, whether you want to grow in your career or in your business. I also have an upcoming mastermind May 2nd and May 3rd. If you're interested, definitely message me. I have one spot left, and we're going to be talking about business basics, and I'll share a little bit about that at the end. So let's get into it. 5 ways to grow. So number one, I had talked about, and I talk about this a lot, getting away from that scarcity mindset and moving into a growth mindset, an abundance mindset, right? And just getting in a space of positivity. How do you do this, right? So, obviously, a lot of your thoughts that are happening are your own thoughts that you're creating. And it could stem from people's comments or negativity, people maybe that you're hanging around, or maybe your own self-limiting beliefs, such as there are not a lot of opportunities for me. I'm not going to get the job I want. I'm not going to get the specialty I want. I'm not going to get the salary I want in the preferred area or the preferred hospital or position or leadership position, or whatever it is that you're making up in your head, right? Those are all self-limiting beliefs, negative talk. So you need to start reframing that. You need to start acknowledging that you're having these thoughts and stay away from negative people, because all they're going to do is reinforce that for you. So, I made a really sarcastic post earlier, and I said, if you want to stay stagnant, then keep your circle with negative people who will literally shoot down every idea you have like it's their full-time job, right? So it's funny to hear, but that is literally what some people are doing, right? Many people, the reason you may be feeling stuck, right, or other people feeling stuck is because you are not taking action towards your goals. You're not taking action to what it is that you need to do. Maybe you hate your current job. You're in a toxic workplace and you're like, how did I get here? Well, guess what? You need to start taking action to remove yourself from these toxic workplaces or to start pursuing exactly what you want to do, your goals, what fulfills you. Maybe that's starting a business, maybe that's doing a side hustle where maybe you're starting a coaching or consulting business where you have the freedom to work from home, to work remotely, to take care of your family and do what it is that you need to do still while building your business, right? And it does take time, but you need to take action. So literally, I'm going to give you this story. I'm not going to say who it was, but I'm constantly on different podcasts, and I do have my own podcast, The Nursing Dose with Farah, which if you're not subscribed, please do. Sorry about that. So I was literally speaking to a nurse who wanted to start her business and she had not taken action in a really long time. Literally had a conversation with her, I think maybe a 10-minute conversation. And I told her exactly what she needed to do within 10 minutes. And I gave her a deadline of a couple days. The next time she texted me, she applied to do her LLC as a business owner, and she got approved within 3 days and texted me and said, yes, I took action and I did it. And she's like, I don't know why I didn't do it before, but I did it. So this is what I'm talking about. I will hold people accountable. And literally in just one short conversation, she took massive action. So if that's something that you want to do, definitely put grow in the comments, because sometimes you need a little nudge. You need somebody to push you in the right direction and hold you accountable. There's a lot of statistics out there that show, I believe, I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe if you write down your goals or something like that, I think it's like a 60%, you know, success rate if you write your goals down. And I believe that it jumps to about over 90% if you have an accountability partner that'll hold you accountable and if you meet regularly with that person. So this is what I do in my coaching programs is I hold my clients accountable, both aspiring nurse entrepreneurs, and new graduate nurses that are looking to take action to get their careers on the right track to where they want to be. All right. So really mindset thoughts, that's again, reframing your thoughts to a yes, I can do this. Instead of having a what if it doesn't work attitude, have what if it does work out, and even better, it will work out. So having extreme faith that it will work out and literally believing it with every being in your body, every cell, that you will succeed. It's all about belief. And I really believe in manifestation and spirituality and praying and God. And some people may think it's BS. You still need to take action. That I will say. You can't just think about it, whatever, and then not do anything. No, you definitely have to couple that with action. However, mindset is so strong. The energy that you bring is so important because you basically attract what you think, what you feel. Okay. So that's why I'm all about mindset, growth mindset, abundance, and attracting more opportunities and attracting abundance, truly. Okay. So that's number one, is having that mindset, growth mindset, abundance mindset, to really be successful and to get unstuck and really taking action. That's what it is. Okay. Number two, earlier in my post, I wrote, only learn nursing things, right? Nursing stuff. So, of course, I'm going to tell you now. Number two is you need to learn from other industries. That is number two. Learn from other industries, not only nursing. You need to learn from the finance industry, from the tech industry. There's a lot of, besides AI, there's other things that you can do in tech that'll help you in your career, help you in your business. And, like I said, financial literacy is huge. You also need to learn marketing and sales. Even if you're not interested in business, it does not matter. You need to get your marketing and sales on point, because guess what? Being able to promote yourself is marketing. You, in order to advance in your nursing career, need to learn how to communicate effectively, articulate your value, and be able to market yourself. That is marketing. You need to be able to communicate effectively. So, whether you're learning from speakers and how they speak, how they persuade an audience, all that type of stuff, that is learning from other industries, sales, right? Learning how to negotiate, learning sales, that whole psychology. You need to get better at that stuff so it can help you not only in your career, but if you end up starting a business. Those are all foundational things that you need to learn. So, yes, it's great to learn nursing things, but get out of your nursing bubble and learn from other industries. This is why I created Nurses Making Money Moves, a book, A Nurse's Guide to Starting a Business. I talk a lot about marketing in there, sales, how to promote yourself, how to promote your business. And then I took it one step further and actually created my conference, Nurses Making Money Moves Conference, which, by the way, I planned in less than 3 months and executed that vision, right, in like 2.5 months. And I made it. The vision was not to only just have nurses there. So I had entrepreneurs that were in business. I had Dr. White, who's from the University of Tampa. She's a professor of business and is the chair of the entrepreneurship program. She was there. I had finance people there, marketing people there, because we need to learn from other industries. And this is what I plan to continue to do every year. It's going to be March 6th and 7th next year for 2026. So definitely save the date. I'll drop the link later so that you could get your early bird ticket for next year. You don't want to miss that conference. It's going to be in Tampa, Florida, downtown Tampa. All right. So yes, you need to learn outside of nursing. Okay. Number 3, I joked that you should never network in that post earlier. And then you should just stay home. Right? But obviously, if you want to grow in nursing and grow and get unstuck, particularly in your career or in business, you need to network. Like earlier today, I had lunch with someone that I met on LinkedIn. So shout out to Jenny. We literally just had a couple conversations here on LinkedIn. She was like, hey, you live in this area. We're really close to each other. Let's go and have lunch. So we talked about business, we talked about nursing, education, all that type of stuff. And we just made it happen, right? So now I've made this connection where we're going to meet regularly. She might connect me with other people she knows, vice versa, and it'll just grow from there. So get out of your comfort zone. I don't care if you're introvert, start networking with people both online and in person. But there is nothing stronger than actually meeting people in person. If you can't meet people in person, I would suggest at least Zoom calls. But that connection in person is just something else, right? So definitely network, connect other people that you think will be, good connections. So be of service to others, connect other people together. Okay. Just recently, I made a connection with somebody that I recently met again on LinkedIn. She told me the type of business that she wants to do. And I know someone specifically who can help her with that business. So I connected both of them together, right? So definitely networking. Number 4, I said, save every penny you have and don't spend anything. Just keep saving, right? Um, so absolutely, that is not true. You should do personal development. You should do education and development, not only in the nursing space. Yes, it's great to advance your education. It's great to get certifications and all that type of stuff, but start thinking outside of nursing. Okay. And then also invest in mentorship programs, courses, or invest in someone like me. As a nurse career coach, I help a ton of nurses, particularly new grads, get into specialty positions. So I'm a nurse career coach for new graduate nurses. So they invest in me so that they can save time and get to where they want to be much faster. I myself, as a nurse career coach and a business owner, I've invested multiple times in several different coaches, business coaches, um, marketing coaches, so on and so forth. And that is where I've seen the biggest growth in my business. Okay. So you need to do some of the work alone, but then you also need experts that'll take you much further in your nursing career and in your business so you can get unstuck. Sometimes we're in the thick of things and we can't see it, but you need an outside party or someone else that can help you strategically plan what your next moves are, so that you can be more successful. So that's what I do in my coaching business. And this is why I want to do more of these events and even my mastermind. I want to break it down and really give people hands-on really what it is that they need and give that support right on site. So it's going to be a 2-day workshop, fully talking about business, marketing, sales, how to grow on LinkedIn, how to create social media content, how to go live, such as I'm doing now. And I only have one spot left, so direct message me if you are interested. And it's going to be at a beachfront property, so you don't want to miss that. Okay. And then lastly, I said, don't build a personal brand. Keep hyping up your employer. But of course, that is incorrect. You want to build a personal brand. Even if you don't have a business, you may not know it, but you as a nurse, you have a personal brand, whether you know it or not. It's up to you to manage that brand, to make sure that you're demonstrating yourself as the professional that you want to be seen as. So personal branding is essentially your reputation, how other people see you, how they perceive you, how you make other people feel, and what they're saying about you when you're not in the room. So part of that is also your image, how you're showing up. And part of that also is your digital footprint. Are you unforgettable? Do people know about you? Do they even know what you do and how good you are, what skills you have, so they can recommend you to be a speaker, let's say at an event, at a conference, or to write a particular article for publication or a collaboration, right? Or to help promote you to your next level in nursing or whatever the case is. You need to be seen, you need to be visible, and that's part of building your personal brand. So that's what I do for nurses, is help them with their personal branding and help them understand how to manage it and how to grow in nursing. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I got to run. Again, to wrap it up, if you want to grow in nursing and grow in your career, and also you may have a side hustle that you're trying to either start or grow, you need to, number one, have a growth mindset, have an abundance mindset, surround yourself with positive people. Number two, stop just learning about nursing stuff. Yes, it's great, but you need to learn from other industries. Start going to networking events and things like that, which brings me to number three, network both in person and obviously on LinkedIn and in person, right? And then number four, start investing in yourself. You have to invest in yourself to be able to grow, and you need to get out of your comfort zone, right? A lot of people are just so fearful of being visible, going to events, or being visible on social media, doing content, so before I started my business, I didn't even have a profile photo on LinkedIn. And when I first started my new LinkedIn profile, which I shouldn't have, I should have just built off my last one, but whatever, you live and you learn. That was about 4 years ago. But I had 0 followers, and I've now built it up to over 26,000 because of my consistency on LinkedIn, showing up live. I show up live typically 1 to 3 times a week, sometimes more. And I post at least 3 to 5 times a week, sometimes 7 days a week on LinkedIn and different platforms. And sometimes I post 3 times a day on LinkedIn. And that's a varied different social media posts. So I do sometimes videos, I do written posts, I do polls, articles, newsletters. So you need to do it all to create that digital footprint and to create a brand so that you can be seen as an industry expert, a thought leader, so that you can get paid, you can get more opportunities come to you, and you can attract better things in your life. All right. I hope this was helpful. I don't know where everybody was, but hopefully when you watch the replay, you can let me know if this was helpful. Drop any comments that you may have or questions, and put grow in the comments if you want to grow your career or your business. We can schedule a call or direct message me. All right. So until next time, please subscribe to the Nursing Dose with Farah on YouTube and on Spotify. And I will see you soon. All right. Take care. Bye.